It's a Poundland garden haul today. Hi guys, thank you so much for being with me today on this video. As you can see, I'm out in the garden. Don't look too hard because the garden is a mess and it needs tidying up. But I thought I would be outside because it's a beautiful day today. It's cold, hence I'm in my scarf and my coat and I'm wrapped up. But it's really bright and it's really sunny. So I thought I would sit in the garden and quite appropriately share with you my garden haul. So most of these items I've bought from Poundland, which I'm absolutely loving for garden products, and I've got one thing from Aldi's. So without further ado, let's dive in. I've just had to loosen my coat because it's quite warm. Well, it's not warm, it's cold, but being wrapped up, I was warm. Let's put it that way, I was warm. Okay, I'm just going to dive straight in. So, from Poundland, because I'm getting ready to give the garden a really good tidy. You might have seen a video that I did in the week about the state of my garden. So I'll drop it in the description box below if you want to check it out. So I'm getting ready to, in fact, I might even get started once I've finished this video. So with that in mind, I am thinking about products for the garden. So I went into Poundland and I have picked up some bulbs and plants from Poundland and that I've shown in previous hauls, but I bought some more. So this is Inodorum, don't know how you pronounce it, never seen it before, but it just looked really pretty. It's this yellow flower and then you're gonna get these like berries, yeah, kind of like berries. And I just thought it's really pretty, so I'll pick it up. And with these plants you get like all the instructions in the back, and I have always said, like, in Poundland sometimes it's hard to know the quality of the plants that you're getting, so I always look for plants like this. They come like this, the root ball is wrapped up like this, but I always look for ones that has got growth on. If it's got growth, you know you've got a live plant. So it's obviously put out to shoot there and it's putting a bud out here, and you know that it's live. Where on this bit here, there's no growth on there, there's nothing growing. So when I planted, I can just cut that, and sometimes when you cut it, it reinvigorates the plant and you might get a shoot, but you always take a risk. So if you're picking up plants from Poundland for £2, I must add, £2 is a fantastic price. Do ensure that there are buds or some type of growth on it, and sometimes the growth might not even be this big, but you might see some shoots, even if it's like a tiny shoot like that, even if it's one like that, you know you're good, you know it's going to grow. So that's that one that I got. I'll be interested to see what that grows to be or how it turns out. Then I got another one, which is this one. This one's Weigela, it's called Weigela. I think I've got one of these that I bought from Aldi at the end of last summer. Yeah, about October. I'm sure I bought a Weigela. The name sounds really familiar, and it's this beautiful purple, like, well, it's British ruby is the colour. It's beautiful flowers, but again, this has got lots of growth on it. This was £2, and the one, okay, granted, the one that I bought from Aldi, I think it was like £6.99, but it had already grown on, which I thought was still a good price. But for £2, this is going to grow, and you could see the amount of growth on it. Yeah, and it's got two main stems, this one and this one, and both of them have already got lots of growth on it. And then there's also growth coming from this base here, so this is going to grow into a really lovely plant. So really excited about that. I need to start maybe if the weather's well, I might start a little bit later, just potting these up. Then this one is I don't know how you pronounce it, Deutzia and Scabra. So you can see again, I've got, this is the second one of this that I've bought, and I am going to pop them up and give them to my grandchildren to grow in their garden. So again, this has got a root ball, it's got 2 main shoots, and they're off the shoots, they're already put in. Well, there's quite a lot of growth on that. On this shoot, it's got 3 branches that's coming out of that, and on this one you got 2. So yeah, I'm just gonna pop them up. Oh, and it's got a couple of really, don't know if you can see them, but really tiny buds there, and another one back here. So this is a really good healthy plant, so it's gonna grow. So like this, what I would do, pop them up and give it a, or in fact when I go to pot it up, I'll show you, because I put like a feed in the soil. It's a slow release that's going to nourish and feed the roots, that's going to help them to grow big and strong, and then I water them in with a feed, so they can settle in and start pulling that nourishment that they need to grow. Okay, then I got another one. I did buy a raspberry from Poundland the other day. Oh, it's broken. I was just thinking, oh, that didn't look right. It's broken, but that's okay. That's all right. This is some berries. Not sure, blackcurrant. Yeah, blackcurrant. This one is. So yeah, I've got strawberries, blackberries, gooseberries. I've got a raspberry plant that I bought from Poundland, and now I've got these blackcurrants. So yeah, so there we go. It's a shame that that's broken, but that's fine. All I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it back right to the base, well, right to that leaf. You see this leaf here? I'm going to cut it back to there. In fact, let me just pinch that out. Now I've got no nails, took my nails off, so I've got no nails. So I'm going to pinch that out. No, I'm not going to do that. I don't want to damage it. So I'm going to cut that back to this leaf. And then what will happen, as the plant's growing, it'll put out a new shoot from that leaf. So yeah, absolutely fine. But I can see it's got little buds on here, bud on here. Yeah, there's another one here. There's 3 buds that it's putting out, so this is going to grow really nice and strong. So really pleased with that. Then I bought some of these more plants. These are £1. These in Poundland, and I bought this one. This is echinacea, and if you're into your herbal medicines and plants for you know, for healing of the body, then you know echinacea is a really good one. So I did have one last year actually, and the thing is, what happens with echinacea at the end of the season, it dies back, and you're supposed to dig up the bulb and collect any seeds, and I didn't do that. I had Rebecca and echinacea, and I didn't do that, so I think the plant has died. But it comes like this, so you can see that there is 2 bulbs in here. Yeah, well, it's like the roots in there, so I'm gonna pop those up. Yeah, between February and May, so this is great time to pop these up. So I'm gonna pop that up and grow that on. And then I also bought a calla lily. I bought this for the grandchildren, so I'm going to pop this up and give it to them. so they can grow these little lilies. Yeah, March to June, so it's a little bit early to pop them up and plant them out, but yeah, I think that's something that I'll do with my grandchildren. Last year my grandson, well, he was 7 at the time, but my oldest grandson, he potted up my petunias. Oh my days, we had such fun potting up. We did 3 pots of petunias and he loved it, absolutely loved it. And then he would come and he would see how they grew, and oh, they were just beautiful. So yeah, I really enjoyed getting them involved in planting and nature. I just think it's really good for them. It gets them away from things like you know, the electronic games, and it just gets them out in nature, see things grow, see life, and yeah, something else for them to appreciate. So yeah, I'm going to pop this up for them. Oh, and in this one you get 1 calla lily, so you just, there's the 1 corn in there, just the 1, but it's going to produce quite a bit. Okay, what else did I get? Then in Poundland, now I've never ever had this before, so I thought, oh, I'll give this a try, and it's this. This is a grow bag, and it's a multi-purpose potting soil. So last year I grew, amongst all my flowers and my fruit, I grew vegetables. I grew potatoes, love growing potatoes, and carrots and tomatoes. I've grown broccoli and cauliflower, and then all my herbs as well. And do you know what, guys, I just have to say something. If you've never grown fruit and veg, give it a try. It is so easy, but the flavour and the taste of fruits and veg that you grow is a million miles away compared to what you buy in the supermarket. I could not believe how tasty, how delicious, and how different, like, my potatoes and carrots tasted. And my strawberries, nothing like what you get in the supermarket, completely different. Yes, it's hard work. Yes, it takes time. Yeah, you've got to water them, feed them, nourish them and all of that. But, you know, it's totally worth it. I personally love it. So I picked this up, a grow bag, and I've never used a grow bag before. Normally I just grow in pots because I've got tons and tons of pots, but apparently with this, you open it up, you cut it, and then this here, this brown matter, it's kind of like it's a cocoa coir. It's a cocoa coir. So what you do is you water it, and then it all loosens up, and then you can plant your potatoes or, you know, your carrots, etc. in the bag. So once you water it, it's going to like double in size, because this is like hugely compressed, so it's gonna, like, you know, rehydrate, and then you can plant in it. So apparently it expands up to 10 litres. Yeah, so I've never tried it before, and I thought, do you know what, I'm gonna give it a go, because carrying, and well, I can't carry bags of soil. When I buy them, I have to get the assistants in the shop to put them in the trolley, and to help me load them into the car. And then when I get home, I have to call my friend or my son to come and get them from the car and bring them up to the house. They're just too heavy. So 10 litres, I'm quite excited to see how this is going to turn out, but I will definitely let you know. I'll probably make a video as I'm doing that. So yeah, I'll probably grow my potatoes in that. What else did I get? And then the last thing that I got that I want to show you is gloves. When you're out in the garden, you can never have enough gloves, and I buy loads every year, because by the end of the season I've lost them, absolutely lost them. So I picked these up. These were from Aldi's, and you get 2 pairs, of these black heavy duty gloves. Oh, I thought I only had 3 hands then. Yeah, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, 2 pairs of these workwear gloves, and I think these were $1.99 or $2.99, something like that. But these are just everyday general gloves, so you could use them in the garden. You can use them, you know, if you're cutting wood, or even if you're painting, anything like that. These gloves are just general, so they're not necessarily garden gloves, but these are great if I'm potting up or I'm weeding or anything like that. If I'm cutting back things that, like my rose tree that has got thorns in, I'm definitely using some heavy duty ones, because those thorns, you know, can catch you. So yeah, guys, that is my little haul, my garden haul from Poundland. So yeah, are you a gardener? I'd love to know. Are you into your gardening? Now, I am not a professional. I'm just a very much an amateur. I've had my garden now. Well, I've been here over 20 years, and well, wherever I've lived, I've always had a garden. And when I was growing up, my mother loved her garden, and I couldn't understand what the fascination was. I've turned into my mother. I absolutely love my garden. It's a place of sanctuary. It's a place of healing and revival. It's, yeah, somewhere where I feel calm. I'm at peace, and you might even hear in the background, you could hear the birds. It's a very quiet space. Yeah, it's a bit of a sanctuary, and I really enjoy working in the garden, tidying it, and, you know, making it, you know, a comfortable and beautiful space. And I just love relaxing in it. I just like looking out on it as well. And this time of year, you know, you see things that might look dead, but they're not dead. They're rejuvenating, and then in a few weeks you're going to see them blossom and come to life. And yeah, it's a very spiritual place, gardening is. I mean, it's said, there's a saying that says your garden is the closest place to being with God. And I agree with that. You know, you could see nature at work firsthand, and, you know, whether or not you believe in God or a God in the traditional sense, you could see, you know, for me, it's a miracle. It's a miracle to see how things grow and bloom and blossom, then they die back and they look dead, and then they just come back. Yeah, it's beautiful. I love it, absolutely love it. So yeah, I'm going to be doing creating a playlist, a vlog playlist of my garden, getting it ready, getting it tidied, getting things planted up, and then yes, seeing how things grow and develop in the garden. And I hope you'll enjoy it, and if nothing else, I hope it might inspire you to get out in either in your garden or a friend's garden, or an allotment. And if you don't have a garden, you know, you might even start looking at nature differently in your local parks, in your local green spaces, you know, and you might start appreciating and looking at it from a different perspective. I love walking through my neighborhood and looking at other people's plants and their gardens, and how it changes and how it develops, you know, over the season. Yeah, I love it, absolutely love it. Anyway, guys, what are you up to? What are you up to this afternoon? I hope you found this video of interest. So guys, I'm on the road to 2,000 subscribers and we're doing really well. So if you've recently subscribed, then a huge thank you to you. I really appreciate you. And if you're not subscribed, and garden hauls, garden vlogs, chit chat, shopping hauls, clothing hauls, weight loss journeys, if all of that is of value and all of interest to you, then I would love for you to join my community. So feel free to hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell. Drop a comment and also give this video a like. I was watching some videos the other day about growing on YouTube, and it said that when your community give the thumbs up, that sends a big signal to the algorithm that you're liking the video and that you're enjoying it. So if you are enjoying it, please give this a thumbs up. It makes a massive difference to you know, the reachability and how far my video can be reached. So and I make videos like this because hopefully I want to inspire somebody. You know, I want to inspire somebody to get out in the garden. I know that at the height of my illness, my garden became and has continued to become my therapy. So yeah, hopefully it might inspire someone, if not you. So guys, that is it from me. Yeah, thank you so much for being here with me today, and I look forward to seeing you on another video. Take care guys, bye.